I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
Tank has stirred up even more buzz in the boxing world, but this time his actions have left fans and analysts stunned. Over the past few weeks, he has been sending some downright chilling warnings to Lamont Roach, making everyone question whether Roach will even make it out of this fight in one piece. But his latest warning? That took things to another level. Tank made a bold declaration to Roach at the recent press conference, but he escalated it even further by attaching it to one of his intense training videos with a caption that read, "I'm going to end you." Those words, Tank, made it clear that his mind games are in full effect, and he's ready to break his opponent both mentally and physically. The tension between these two reignited after a recent interview, where Tank revealed what led him to briefly announce the fight's cancellation. For a moment, it seemed like the fight was off. Fans went into full-blown panic mode, and rumors started swirling about why Gervonta Davis had pulled the plug on one of the most anticipated matchups of the year.
Now, I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
As speculation reached a fever pitch, Lamont Roach, always the calm and collected professional, responded during a recent Q&A on his YouTube channel. Roach addressed the rumors head-on, admitting that he too was in the dark about why Tank had made such a dramatic announcement. He acknowledged that Tank's unpredictable nature was nothing new, but it didn't faze him. "Y'all know what y'all dealing with, man. You're dealing with a wild card," Roach said. "He's doing nothing. He's punching. That ain't going to affect me." He made it clear that while Tank's erratic behavior might rattle others, it wasn't going to throw him off his game.
Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not.
Despite Tank's bombshell claim, Roach reassured fans that the fight was still on. "The fight was never canceled. Just so y'all know," Roach said. "The fight was never off. Whatever the case may be, I already knew that. Just so you know, he scared y'all a little bit." Roach explained that Tank's statement was just another one of his usual meltdowns, but it didn't shake his focus. "I was in the gym. I'm training for my biggest fight. That's what I'm worried about."
Consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends, probably.
Is it gonna be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all gonna be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
Even though Roach had no clue what triggered Tank's outburst, he wasted no time moving forward, keeping his focus where it belonged on preparing for the showdown. The April 1st, 2025 fight at Barclays Center in Brooklyn is still locked in as the headliner for PBC's second event of the year. But now that the fight is officially back on track, one question remains: why did Tank do it in the first place? Why create such confusion when everything seemed set?
Ninth round. What? I say ninth round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling her, you saying you going down in a night?
One thing's for sure, Tank's behavior has always been unpredictable, and this latest stunt is just another chapter in the saga. But this time, the mind games have hit a new level. Tank is sending clear warnings to Roach, making it known that this fight won't be a walk in the park. He's not just battling him in the ring, he's trying to break him mentally before they even get there. Tank knows exactly what he's doing. He's a master of the mental side of boxing, disrupting, distracting, and overwhelming his opponents long before they step through the ropes. Roach is no stranger to high-stakes bouts, but this war of words with Tank might be his biggest challenge yet.
He's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
This isn't the first time Tank has used his unpredictable nature to stir up controversy. From his shocking retirement, announcement to his cryptic social media posts, Gervonta Davis has always kept fans guessing. But this time it feels different. His warning to Roach isn't just noise, it's a declaration of war. Just as he's been proving with every intense training video he's posted, Tank is making one thing clear. He's coming with everything he's got, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to secure victory.
4 out of his last 5 fights that's not scared of him.
Oh, wow.
Rolly was scared. Brian was scared.
Frank wasn't
Hector was scared.
Frank
was terrified.
Frank wasn't scared.
Frank was terrified.
The stakes for this fight are higher than ever. Gervonta Davis is already a dominant force in the boxing world. His knockout power is feared by anyone who steps into the ring with him, and his ability to take control from the opening bell is unmatched. But Lamont Roach isn't a pushover, and he knows exactly what he's up against. Roach is one of the best in the super featherweight division, and he's determined to prove he can go toe-to-toe with the elite. This is more than just a fight for the title, it's a fight for respect. Roach has the chance to show that he's not just another stepping stone in Tank's career. While Tank's threats might seem extreme, they're all part of his strategy. He's trying to break Roach mentally before they even step into the ring. Davis wants to plant doubt in Roach's mind, hoping to gain an edge when the bell rings. But Roach isn't falling for it. He's staying focused, keeping his eyes on the prize, and training harder than ever to be ready for whatever Tank throws his way.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
But things just keep getting more interesting around this fight. Last month, ES News shared a video on their YouTube channel revealing that the March 1 showdown between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach could break several gate records. For those unfamiliar, gate records refer to the revenue generated from ticket sales for a live event at the venue. And this wasn't just speculation, it was a well-supported observation based on early ticket sales and the undeniable star power of Davis.
Stilettos, wearing them purses. How many pay-per-view buys does this Roach Jr. coming up for 130? How many buys do you think this does, my brother?
I mean, 350 is what Tank and Frank did, and Frank wasn't a champion. Roach has been around. He lost to Jamel Herring. He came back.
Ray Jackson Onyx mentioned that by December, 10,000 seats at Barclays Center had already been sold. To put that into perspective, the arena has a capacity of $19,000. This is huge because Davis has been on a streak, selling out every venue he's fought at for his last 12 fights. His showdown with Lamont Roach could mark his 13th consecutive sellout, a testament to his immense star power in the sport. Despite all the drama surrounding the March worst event, including Davis's unpredictable behavior and shocking social media posts, organizers have raised ticket prices, making it even more likely that this fight will shatter Barclays Center's gate sales record. This only proves one thing: no matter the controversy or confusion surrounding Davis, his fan base remains loyal, eager to see him in action, and more than willing to pack arenas. The real question now is, how much longer can Davis get away with his unpredictable nature before it catches up with him? Lamont Roach, who has been on the receiving end of Davis's emotional outbursts, is left questioning the limits of his antics. Roach's comments reveal both his frustration and his composure in handling the situation. But there's a tipping point, and it's clear that Roach is ready to capitalize on Davis's chaos if the opportunity arises. Boxing fans have been eagerly awaiting this showdown between the undefeated Gervonta Davis and former super featherweight champion Lamont Roach. Tickets for the fight went on sale, and fans wasted no time snatching them up.
See little big bro coming out with the upset. A lot of people are going to pick Tank going into that fight, but how do you see that playing out?
I see my brother walking out victorious. There's no doubt, not because it's my brother, but because I've seen him in the gym.
By the time the fight was officially announced, tens of thousands of seats at Barclays Center had already been sold, making this one of the most anticipated events in boxing history. However, with Gervonta Davis making waves with his unpredictable behavior, there's an undeniable sense of uncertainty. His recent social media posts about the fight being canceled shook fans to their core. Known for his emotional meltdowns and erratic tendencies, Davis once again left his followers in confusion. But, as expected, the fight was never really off. Lamont Roach confirmed as much. And despite all the drama, Davis's actions haven't dampened the spirits of his fans. They're ready to see him in action, even if it means navigating his unpredictable moods. For those following the sport closely, the build-up to this fight is about more than just the two men in the ring. It's about the chaos, the mind games, and the spectacle that comes with it.
There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight right.
Davis and Roach have a long history, with their rivalry stretching all the way back to their amateur days. Fans from the DMV area have been especially vocal about this, and many are expected to travel to Barclays Center to see their hometown fighters go head-to-head. But this isn't just about the fight, it's about a personal grudge that has been brewing for years. Beyond the in-ring action, the buzz surrounding this event has only intensified with the recent hike in ticket prices. The anticipation for what could be another record-breaking night at Barclays Center is at an all-time high. Davis, the WBA lightweight champion, continues to build his legacy as one of boxing's brightest stars. His ability to sell out arenas and generate massive revenue has cemented him as one of the most lucrative athletes in the sport.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like, I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
As the fight draws closer, all eyes are on Davis and how he will handle the mounting pressure. Roach, on the other hand, has remained calm despite all the drama surrounding his opponent. He's been locked in at the gym, preparing for what is undoubtedly the biggest fight of his career. Roach has always been the underdog, but this time, he's got something to prove. Moving up in weight to challenge Davis for the lightweight title is a bold move, one that could redefine his career if he pulls off the upset. But will it be enough? The fight is guaranteed to be a spectacle, but the controversy surrounding the skyrocketing ticket prices has fans debating whether the cost of witnessing history is worth it.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training.
A few days ago, PPV officially revealed the purchase price for the fight, $79.99. The cost is significant, especially given the current state of the economy. But for a fight of this magnitude, boxing fans are willing to pay the price. The combination of Davis's star power and Roach's determination to dethrone the undefeated champion makes this an event worth watching, even at a steep cost. The menu. Ticket price hike is just another layer in the ongoing debate about pay-per-view pricing in boxing. For years, fans have voiced their frustrations over the rising cost of big fights. Some have called for price reductions, while others have simply accepted that these events come with a hefty price tag.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah.
However, this time, boxing's power brokers are taking note of the growing frustration, especially as piracy continues to thrive in the industry. The lower price points for some other major events have sparked questions about why certain promotions continue to push the envelope when it comes to pricing. But Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions, the organizations behind Davis's upcoming fight, are standing firm on the $79.99 price tag. They are unapologetically charging what they believe the fight is worth. Whether this approach will pay off remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: fans are willing to pay to see Gervonta Davis, the self-proclaimed king of boxing, in action. As the fight draws near, the excitement continues to build, and the buzz surrounding the event only grows stronger. Steven Espinoza recently shared insights into what's next for Tank after his highly anticipated title defense against Roach on March 1st. The WBA lightweight champion has made it clear that moving forward he wants to face top-tier opposition. Espinoza outlined what that could mean, mentioning potential matchups with names like Shakur Stevenson and a rematch with Ryan Garcia. These are the kinds of fights that Espinoza believes would move the needle, drawing massive attention from both fans and the media.
Yeah, I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so I'm gonna catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned that too much. I'm not worried about narratives. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring. All right, brother. All right.
While these potential matchups have the boxing world buzzing, it's interesting to note that Espinoza didn't mention other rising contenders who could be in the mix fighters, like Keyshawn Davis, William Zepeda, Raymond Muratalla, or Andy Cruz. These young stars have the potential to challenge Davis, but they haven't yet reached the same level of mainstream recognition. Espinoza's focus is clearly on fighters who are already household names and can help elevate Davis's career to the next level. One name that stands out in this conversation is Ryan Garcia. Garcia, who famously faced Davis in 2023, remains a potential target for a rematch. Their first fight ended in a decisive knockout victory for Davis, but a second showdown could still be a massive event, especially given Garcia's enormous social media presence. Garcia's online following has made him one of the most marketable fighters in the sport, and that alone could turn a rematch with Davis into one of boxing's biggest pay-per-view draw.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is, not many people...
However, there's a catch. Garcia fights at 140 LEBs, while Davis has historically competed at 135. Espinoza noted that weight would be a key factor in a rematch. After their first fight, Davis faced criticism for agreeing to a catchweight and rehydration clause. This time, he's unlikely to make the same mistake. Then there's Shakur Stevenson, a two-weight world champion with elite skills and a growing fan base, another major name in Davis's future.
When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do it.
For real, man, be quiet.
I don't give if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud. He got all the wood over there.
Stevenson is regarded as one of the most skilled fighters today, and a matchup with Davis could be electrifying. Espinoza acknowledged this, saying, maybe it's Shakur, maybe it's a Ryan Garcia rematch, emphasizing that these are the types of fights Davis is after. However, boxing's politics could complicate things. A fight with Stevenson would be huge, but tricky to negotiate due to different promotional ties. Still, Espinoza's comments suggest Davis is ready to pursue the biggest fights available.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to.
Despite these high-profile targets, frustration among fans is growing. Davis has faced criticism for taking on softer matchups rather than consistently testing himself against elite opposition. While his undefeated record and knockout power are undeniable, many believe he has yet to face enough truly dangerous challenges. This has fueled accusations of cherry-picking opponents, a narrative that continues to shadow his career.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, who do you want next? And Tank's going to say, I want all those guys. And they're going to go to the press conference, and Elliot Setback's going to say, who do you want next? He say, I want all.
Boxing fans are demanding proof that Davis is serious about elite competition. Words alone won't ease their frustration. They're tired of matchups that feel like easy wins. They want to see him take on the toughest challenges available. There's a growing belief that Davis has played it safe for too long. If he wants to be considered among the greats, he must prove he can handle the sport's biggest names.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much?
Davis's undefeated streak has kept his star power intact, but his cautious matchmaking has limited his growth. To truly elevate his legacy, he must take on the best, not just the most convenient opponents. Fans are eager to see him in high-stakes battles that test his skills at the highest level. Avoiding tough challenges just to protect an unbeaten record could backfire in the long run. If Davis wants to cement his place among the greats, he needs to embrace real risks. What's your take? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.